Hello, my friends. This is a reading for those who feel that they need to develop their inner masculine aspects of their personality, or that feel that they are masculines on the divine path in a soul connection. So we are starting off with number 14, Buffalo, from the Shaman Wisdom cards. And let's see. Buffalo, North, masculine, earth. I am Buffalo. I am giveaway. I am the blending of Mother Earth nurturing and Father Sky wisdom. I am patient, determined, consistent, and constant. Step by step, I can always be depended on. I am strength of purpose and practicality itself. My brothers, the human beings, use every part of my body with no waste. I embody utility, abundance, and limitless provision. So far, this is sounding a lot like Knight of Pentacles, maybe some King of Pentacles. I am giveaway. If I have plotted into your cards today, I am here to help you blend the grounding of Mother Earth and the animation and vigor of Father Sky. I may be telling you to look at the movement in your life at this time, to examine your ambition and energy. Ask yourself, what drives me? I may also remind you of the sacrifices it takes to make it. Utilize all of the resources at hand. Waste nothing. As I give away to you today, I hand over new understanding of your source and supply given to us by the Great Spirit. I am dependable. All right. So a bit King of Pentacles, a bit Emperor. The really interesting thing is the mention of self-sacrifice, because next we come to the Sundance. The Sundance is a ritual of mortification of the flesh. That's a term that's usually applied to Christianity, but many religions practice mortification of the flesh. And that is that you endure or inflict suffering upon yourself in order to be more spiritual or be more aligned, or you're sacrificing to the divine being that you believe in hopes that you'll become a better person, perhaps. In either case, or in any of those cases, the message here is that you do need to sacrifice something. And once again, the Sweat Lodge has come out. So there is a need for purification. I don't necessarily think that this is a mortification of the flesh message. It may feel like it. I think it very well may feel like it, that you have to give something up, something that you really is a really big part of your life, or has been a really big part of your life, because it is time for you to purify yourself, and whatever it is that you need to give up is not good for you. It is toxic. That's why you need purification. Purification removes toxins. So you need to release, sacrifice, however you look at it, these things that are things, people, situations that are actually toxic to you. That is the main message that I'm getting today, right now. I'm trying to decide which cards to go with next. Oddly enough, I think I will go with the Jungian Tarot. So we started off very Native American, but let's see what Jung has to say, or the Jungian Tarot. The Jungian Tarot is different than a standard tarot, and Jung believes that the collective unconscious existed for all humans, all faiths, all religions, all cultures. So let's see what message we have from the collective unconscious. Yeah, that's the High Priestess, archetype of anima. So it seems, my dear Divine Masculine, it is time for you to work on your Divine Feminine, or your feminine aspects. The High Priestess, archetype of anima, change, fluctuation, everything false, deception, delusion, dreams, schemes of all kinds, but also profound wisdom in an eccentric person. Theatricality, music, artistic and literary genius, love of mystery, eroticism, social unrest, mobs of the common people. Okay, that's a little unnerving given our current situation. And of course, the High Priestess is one who knows, who is very much in touch with their intuition and the divine. But they may not choose to share all of their information all of the time. So perhaps it isn't time for you to know everything just yet. Well, it never is it? All right. Since you are so practical, I'm thinking I will go with something a little more practical. What do you need to know about your present and the immediate future? The immediate future would be no more than a week, I think. So, present and immediate future. I'm using the tea leaf cards for this. Oh wow, that's too many cards. All right. Spiritual love. I can't believe it. Okay, so yeah, soul connection. Good luck. That's interesting. So if you were wondering if you are on a soul connection, in a soul connection, whatever you choose to call it, and I'm not. That's up to you, really. I find the labels are more for convenience than an accurate reflection of anything meaningful. But if they help you to deal with your situation, then by all means use them. So far we have good luck. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. People on the soul connection journey frequently have new jobs. Or I should say end up in new jobs. Well, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So that could be a reflection of the separation period that most people in the divine connection, soul connection experience, or as well as a new job. You have to part ways with your old job to get a new job. But then we have a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Boy, these cards are being very unclear about the romance or business, but perhaps both are extremely important to you, or it depends on who you are. Some of you it may be about business, some of you may be about romance. Then again, we have romance coming out. Family wishes coming true. Weird. Okay. So first it was all about business or romance, or business and romance, because we've got a new job or a raise, and we've got romance. And now we have family wishes coming true. Perhaps you are headed for the end of the separation. I did not expect that from these cards. I think of these cards as being very pragmatic and not at all about spirituality, spiritual or, well, spiritual matters. It's my deck for Mundane reality. Anyway, I pulled out the Intuit Twin Flame Oracle just because we're getting so much romance from the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. Let's just get a couple cards from that. Alright, it looks like we're getting 3 cards from that. Patterns. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. Special messages. Our energy is stagnant. Triggers sometimes happen to break up the stagnancy and help the energy flow again. And finally, these feelings overwhelm me and I become afraid. Sometimes I even run away from you because of it. I am not getting the two of you getting back together again. Okay, that answers that question. So one or both of you may be preparing to move on, or you're simply consumed by thoughts of your situation. And it's really, you can't seem to get away from it. I found this card lying on the floor. I think you're beautiful inside and out. I see the light that radiates from your soul. And you will both feel that way about each other. Anyway, so definitely not union, but what do you need to know? Let's finish off with a Wisdom of the Oracle cards. You got a leg up, number 34. Let's see what kind of message it is for you. Essential meanings: receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. So if you are a masculine, then you have no doubt embodied and taken on board the idea of hyper-independence, and that is not actually healthy. So this is perhaps a time for you to learn to accept help. The Oracle's message: you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. I'll read you the relationship message since that's a big thing on your mind. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. Prosperity message. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go, to help you get there too. If you do, you'll receive very good counsel that will aid you in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on board those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps toward your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. Okay. That was an interesting reading. I am wondering, though, this priestess here. So we have the anima, and we have a very masculine, but balanced masculine. So the buffalo is the element of earth and sky. That is very balanced, very giving. And then we have the high priestess. Again, the anima and or the person you're interested in. So it looks like you're working on getting your balance, on learning to be interdependent, to be a good partner. You have to accept help as well as give it. All right. I wish you all the best. And I guess you will get the help you need, so go for it. Have a good day.